Absolutely nail-biting moments in the first map, and as Jono mentioned, it's one apiece, everything to play for. This is Hainan Resort, which will bear battle to these two monolithic teams here today at the final. 3 flags only on this map, guys, which means watch that ticket bleed on the startup. On board now with, there's the hype of Aperture Gaming. Let's go on board with them. Watch Renji flying that chopper. It's a bit of a luck. It's a good looking chopper. Alpha Renji, Dirty Pope, Eddie and Notion in one helicopter. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in there.
Yeah, lovely stuff. That's an important opening chopper battle here. A lot depends on who drops troops first, who puts the other chopper down.
Renji doesn't have the height advantage, but he might be able to pick it off. You see it's Rizzy there in the distance. Both choppers taking quite a fair amount of damage, but it looks like a lot of smoke coming out of its Rizzies. And there you go, that's the raw.
That's the
raw.
DM chopper being put down, but nobody killed there.
Chopper work by Eddie, spinning the spanners there. Let's go into Bravo flag. We're going to have a massive infantry battle on board now with Coots for divided motion. Picking it, threading that needle, getting it through the gap. Incredible work by Coots.
ApG did manage to take the middle flag.
Leaps over that balustrade, but unsuccessful. Notion says, I'll catch you.
Look at that little peekaboo there.
With a good pick on, you could have.
Lovely
Watch him
stuff.
pushing now.
Do we have any DM guys left on the flag at the moment, Fats?
Gonna have to pull the camera out and have a look, Jono. It looks like it's on the other side. Let's not say anything so the players won't hear us. See in the reception area that has been witness to many a battle.
Somebody's got to be careful here. Somebody's going to run to Notion around the corner. There we go.
Rizzy goes down, but you can see there, you could have the rest of Divided Motion's infantry squad blasting the wall down. Just a bit,
Look at that
distraction, Levolution, bashing the wall down before picking off Revolt is you could have. Revolt spraying around the corner, spray and pray, pick it. They managed to get it. There's the big
plays.
The reason why there's a big roar is because an APG engagement just resulted in the victory of the APC battle by stats.
Yeah, great play there. They've moved to the outside flag. A lot of pressure from DM on Bravo, so APG switching it around to Alpha. Very good play. Very reactive to where the action is and what's happening, Pat.
Yep.
So far, they've only lost 4 tickets.
Yeah, it's still very early in the game, guys. Alpha flag has just been burnt in favor of Aperture Gaming. That means they've got a 2-1 flag advantage. See Demonics, spray and pray. Both guys obviously not getting hit registration, getting the camera in on Toxic Bunny's POV, and that's going to mean that Aperture have cleaned up everything. Alpha flag, great work here. Meanwhile, Rizzy
in the Little Bird pushing onto Charlie, switching it up. Both teams very, very good at countering.
Oh my goodness! Look at massive skill shot.
Rizzy did manage to get his ground troops off, but great shot there from Witch's Chaos.
Yeah, on board with him now. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to catch it on his POV. Hopefully, we can get a good skill shot POV soon. And you see Witch's Chaos now. They're burning Charlie flag back.
APG was some great cleanup.
Destruction on the poor bungalow here where the Divided Motion boys are stationed at the moment. Getting the camera in or struggling to on Demonics. Just having a look at the chat. 125 of you joining us here via Twitch and about 300 behind us here where the game is happening.
Yeah, good opening stanza here for APG. They've taken a 60 ticket lead early on.
Successful defense on Charlie flag, except for the one lone trooper. Again, Rizzy just getting backraged by Dirty Pope, going down. Meanwhile, Alpha flag also clean up. Oh my goodness. Big moments here for Divided Motion. They need to get a flag from there. It's uncapped. They've brought up the APC. Biohazard now.
Backed up by JT Rat on foot and looking to clean up the bungalows. The flag not moving at all. So a couple of APG guys still lurking here, and there we go. There's the burn. Very quick suddenly, Pat. Must have been a spawn bomb in there.
Yeah, big spawn bomb there. You see a lot of Divided Motion players clumped up in that one bungalow. Meanwhile, in the other bungalows, everyone's got their bungalow of their own. Very wealthy players. These on
Lovely
board
stuff.
Now. Yeah, on
and
board
a very elite Hainan Resort.
Meanwhile, Stinger missile by Eddie taking down Rizzy's chopper. Revolt getting picked off by Demonics. Demonics spots a long-range kill by Witch's Chaos, and that is swinging it around for Divided Motion. They've got the 2 flag advantage now.
Fantastic work there from DM to counter that. It's going to be interesting to see whether they have enough to defend Bravo now. As we say it, Bravo starts flashing.
Godlike telling me in the chat, thank you, our music was still on and everyone having a chuckle. We're so zoned. We can hear the music, we don't even know it's on though. Sorry about that.
Do you guys hate music or what?
It's all intentional. On board now with Renji, taking a lot of damage and he is ducking and diving.
Oh, look, there's a little troopy right below him there, trying to pop him out.
Little troll hiding there.
Wow.
Things could happen here, big moments. Renji
Great
takes
on
down
Rizzy.
the accuracy on its Rizzy and sure.
And
big things happening here. Renji finding the tree.
the
Bit of
hostile trees
deforestation.
here.
Sorry about that. The clean cut of the blade of the chopper.
Meanwhile, Fats, DM are pushing Alpha as well now, looking for the 3 flag cap.
As we go
and
into
as you
Renji-
see
oh
it,
my goodness.
Bio has a big kill.
Oh, and he goes down. That is a massive defense from Aperture Gaming on Alpha Flag, and it looks like they're going to retain it. Will they be able to get Charlie Flag and retain the bleed, Jono?
Not look at the moment. They need to actually neutralize the bleed. DM have brought it back to within 40 tickets. Great play, and look at Eddie. What a spot. On top of one of the DM bungalows there.
Gets the single pick, doesn't get the double dirty pope, but as he died, he managed to get a respawn there in the form of Biohazard.
And a
Biohazard's gonna have to
revive as
watch out.
well.
He's gonna get picked off. Oh my gosh, Biohazard's still up. Try to find his POV quickly before he dies, and as I say that, he is on. Yeah, he's beast moding at the moment. He's Biohazard.
Yeah, and he's just keeping control of Charlie Flag, which is just keeping that burn going down, Fats. 30 tickets in it now, anybody's game.
Yeah.
Great defense on Bravo as well. APG
Jeez,
nowhere
yeah.
near it, and very
Let's
much
go
on
in.
the back foot here. That clean out on Charlie really puts DM in the money sheets at the moment.
They are
As we
indeed,
say
Jono.
it,
20 tickets
here
the
they come.
difference. Let's have a look at stats. Good pick on JT Rat by stats. Not only can he drive an APC or a tank, he's also pretty good at infantry work. He knows that's a spot where troops like to hide there. Gets the kill with the M67 precision.
The
landing it
no-look
on
nade,
a needle
what a
tip.
man. And there we go, the Newt is on for APG. So, at the moment, no ticket bleed. 14 tickets difference, Fats. But APG are going to burn this now and start the bleed again in their favor. Meanwhile, DM have swung round to Alpha with another attack. Quickly snuffed out by APG. So the ticket's going to continue to burn in APG's favor right now. Eking out that 15-point lead towards 20 now.
On
here
board now,
comes
you see that
Coots.
flag is not burning in favor of divided motion. Kuz does spot one. Will he get the pick? He does
Right,
take down
pick
Witch's
on
Curse.
Witches,
Then
very
he dives
important
into the grenade there.
Yep.
Kuztronics, but good attack now from divided motion.
Very
Have a look
good
here.
play, and their
What's
infantry is so strong.
Yeah, very strong, and they'll be pumped up about that. Is divided motion just struggling to get the mouse on one of the guys here. On board with revolts or not. Thank you, camera work.
Revolt just setting things up nicely. DM obviously still have people. APG, meanwhile, have swung round to the bungalows again to try pressure Charlie Flag. Oh, look at
Good
that.
pick by Revolt. Gets the side rage on Kuztronics. Has a look. Peaks for just too long. You could have.
He's going to be in trouble. No, he's taking the
Going up.
elevator.
He'll be taking it up here. We'll go into You Could Have's POV. We'll be going onto the roof. He gets a spare on him. Form of JT Rat there, the squad leader of Divided Motion. There's the battle pickup that remember
DM
are
have
not
muted
allowed.
Alpha, sir. Sorry to cut you off there.
No,
Fats.
it's no
DM have
problem.
got
You do
one
it all
load
the
troop
time.
capping Alpha. And big response from the APG, APC. Stats coming in to try quash this cap. Demonic still up. He's done such a fantastic job here.
Leaping like a gazelle through that building that looks like it's
And
going
look
down.
at it, how
Gets
many guys is he
gets
gonna
the
kill?
Kick, but he's been attacked, and oh my gosh, here comes the chopper, Rizzy. Rizzy's got those 30mm, 25mm cannons and heat seekers.
And I think he
Finds
just took
the
out the rep
flagpole.
star there. He did. He took out the rep star on status APC. And look at that kill feed. Red.
Wow. But these are intense moments here. All the
Yeah, DM have made a huge push onto Bravo. It looks like they're going to cap that as well.
Stats is going to go
and
down.
now
There's the raw, but
this
it
is
looks
big
like-
trouble for APG. They're going to take a 3-flag deficit here if
Oh
they're
my
not
gosh,
careful.
yeah. Alpha Flag. These are the players. You can see the blue troopers here. Eddie for Aperture Gaming pushing through as soon as possible, gets picked off. This could be a turning moment in the round. You still see from the other side, from the uncap, from the beachfront, here comes Stats for Aperture. They need to grab this flag.
And look at
Two
that pick.
flags.
Rizzy is going absolutely ham on Charlie at the moment.
These are dangerous moments for that helicopter.
That helicopter flirting
oh
with
my
death.
Gosh. Is that?
Is he? Oh dear!
I was wondering
Obviously
what
didn't
was
know.
happening there, but yeah, Schmitty
Schmitty
the
just
wiser.
overwhelmed. Mentor is still there. No, gets taken down as well.
And good-
Great push though there. That was a massive push from DM. Very good work from APG. They swung someone around to Alpha. It'll be interesting to see whether that was squashed or whether they're going to get the flag. There we go. APG take Alpha, and they still have a presence on Charlie at the moment, I think.
Yeah, having a look at Charlie Flag, you see there's the rib boat for Aperture getting pushed around. They haven't been spotted. All these troops facing towards Alpha Flag. Double rib boat. Now they have been spotted. Triple rib boat. It's an entire fleet of boats. Look at them all picking separate alleyways. Witcher Chaos on the Vulcan machine gun gets the single pick. The payback. He'll be happy about that.
He's going to take out that little sensor. Surely, no. He's going to go squat on it. There we go.
He spotted it. Just a little bit of a cringe moment, but lovely play by Witches Chaos to get in there on Charlie Flag. Remember, guys, the bleed is against Aperture at the moment, and there has been stopped. Good work there.
DM have swung round to Alpha at the moment.
They have indeed, but they're going to have to face Stats in the APC. Now on board with Rizzy, the captain for Divided Motion. He's hiding. He hasn't been spotted.
He can't be tamed.
He's got a medikit. Will he defib the APC to death? It's not going to happen. He has now been spotted. He's in a lot of trouble. Spotted by the tugs. Does go down. Unfortunate.
Great play.
However, survived
JT
and succeeded
Rat
by
and
Schmitty now. Schmitty with a Dirty Harry looking to pick off that pixel of a head. No. Mentor now. Continuing. Mentor. Has he been spotted? He's got that plastic
He must have been spotted. They've got a sensor on this flag, Fats, and I don't think the DM guys have realized. So every move they make
Too
is
many hungry eyes perhaps there from Mentor. And oh my gosh, that's a big defense. But look at this. It's just a constant flow of Divided Motion. They want that Alpha flag. And while it's all happened, Charlie has been taken by Aperture.
Chopper battle coming up, I think, Fats.
Thank you for calling it out, Jono. Hopefully I'll be able to spot it. Catch it in time. There's the one chopper.
Rizzy.
Yep.
Just trying to get the lock on Alpha at the moment. There we go. He's got the lock. One.
Fire in the hole.
There we
Renji's
go.
going to have to be careful. These are not a good moment, and Renji is not in a favorable situation in his helicopter at this moment. But no!
Oh, yeah, you always.
Oh my gosh, Renji, you get too close, and he will bite, and he definitely did.
Yeah, he's making better use of the miniguns than Rizzy's doing with the 25mm cannons at the moment.
Yeah.
All the tactics.
Look at that, getting low on the Mentor, bumping off a tree, making it look as easy as you like.
And the bop on the building. Love it.
Kuztronic's the last target before him landing it inside that boardroom. That would be quite a serious interruption to the meeting.
And look at the tickets. APG going to take this first round by 70 or so.
With a great double pick though, Jono, and on board with him here. Can they take Alpha flag? Divided Motion, mute the bleed immediately.
What's happening on Bravo, Fats? Who's going to take that? Because if APG are there, in the money seats to take this first round by about 70 tickets, Fats.
Yeah, defensive work by Rizzy.
There we go. It's just going to bleed away. 71 tickets, APG in the first round.
GG being called from JT Rat. That's great sportsmanship. Tip our hat to him, and what a half of Battlefield. Jono.
What a half, Fats, and we still got plenty more to go. Don't forget, guys, don't go anywhere. You have about 20 seconds to a minute to charge your drinks. Come back, join us for the second half of Hainan Resort. G taking the first round by 71 tickets. So everything for DM to do to come back here, Fats.
Yep, big moments happened there, and still a very close game, but not into the sub 10 tickets we saw in the first map of Zavod 311. And it looks like Aperture Gaming have got quite a good amount of momentum now, Jono. Divided Motion need to come back fighting.
Yeah, Aperture are doing very well in the chopper. Renji's just getting the edge on Rizzy most of the time, and that's what's making the difference in this map at the moment, I think. Stats also with some great play. Look at that, 14-6.
Yeah, so we're here at DGC 2014, just so that you guys can see behind the screen behind us, we've got both teams playing, and that's why every now and then you hear the crowd roar. It's been an absolute pleasure of a weekend casting here at DGC 2014, Jono.
I can't believe I've got to sit so close to you for such a long time, Fats. It's been so awesome. I've enjoyed it. All the action is under the table and on the screen. So yeah,
what you can't see below this level here, you don't want to know what's happening. It's been a great game so far, and we're going live with the second round of Hainan Resort. Remember, guys, Divided Motion went in with one map up, and then Aperture came back and took Zavod 311. So one apiece, but one round in favor of Aperture Gaming. You hear the supports in the background there, and we're going right back into the action, guys. We are back, guys. Here we go, 7 seconds to go. This round will be on board with Rizzy off the startup. JT Rat, Kuztronics and Demonics joining him in that Scout Helo.
Wow, and that's 2 Scout Helos full of beautiful, beautiful South African Battlefield gamers.
And they are beautiful. Battlefield gamers are the best looking gamers. Hashtag just saying. On board with the Rizzy though, pushing in quick onto Bravo flag for divided motion. They need to get in there fast, Jono, because they need to win by 72 or more tickets.
Oh, that is a misfire from
misfire
Rizzy.
from Rizzy. Maybe just a little bit too soon, but he's got his boys in the stingers there. Forces Renji to pop the rockets. Renji wins the engagement.
Toxic Bunny with that
Bunny.
double pick.
And have a look there. He was in the rib boat all the way on the other side of the map, I believe, somewhere. Let's go right into the action here in Hainan Resort. Spinning our camera through here. On board with Notion.
Big opening move from ApG once again, Fats. Look at that.
Struggling to find Notion at this point in time.
Just having a look, patrolling the front entrance to the resort. Just swinging round. JT Rat's got a pick. Lovely return from Notion, takes him out. That may have even been the clear on Bravo for ApG.
Yeah, that's good work. Let's pull the camera out and have a look and see. No, Jono. There's still divided
too
motion.
soon.
You could have, together with Kootstronics, let's watch Kootstronics because he's in the thick of it and he has been spotted.
Yeah, very, very tricky spot to fight from here. Kootstronics, great little pick there. Assist counts as kill, and there he goes, mops up another. One more to go. Oh, partials there.
Is he still alive though? Yeah, sneaky Witch's Chaos. Witch's Chaos. See, there's the big applause, and that roar in the background was Biohazard winning the APC engagement, I believe.
And you really want to see someone peek there when someone's got a skill cannon aimed at that pixel, Fats.
We do love seeing the skill cannon, which is actually the Magnum that we've just correctly renamed to skill cannon. Stats going down.
And Yoga Pants, here we go.
Biohazard still keeping the dream alive here for divided motion here, but he is taking a lot of fire and he goes down. That roar is the roar of Aperture Gaming with a successful defense. Meanwhile, in at Bravo flag, muted. Big things happening here on board with Aperture's Eddie. Eddie getting picked off immediately.
Rat too strong there.
Rat
and
too
he's
strong.
going to get the revive.
JT Rat's killer gamer. Really is very talented. And it seems like cleanup's happened, or is that there's a sneaky back rage by Revolt.
Revolt lying there like a pofadder by the swimming pool.
I wonder why he's peeking just slowly.
Slow movements, doesn't want to give his position away by running.
Moves now by Revolt.
Yeah, ApG obviously building for something here. They've got all their guys up, so they're obviously waiting for the move.
Wait. Maybe they smash the
glass.
It's interesting how a little blade can shatter. Oh man, after all that patience and Coots just locked in. Wow, so smart by Coots.
Looks like a bit of action on Alpha flag at the moment. Let's swing out that big push by ApG. 3 infants. Dirty Pope leading his infantry squad.
Boat has been spotted. Oh my gosh, Dirty Pope.
Just casually flicks his gun in the direction of that boat. And
just like that
dead.
Dirty Pope. Absolutely incredible play. And that is a big Aperture push.
Great responsive play from ApG there. Here comes the chopper battle, Fats. Or did Renji actually go down there already?
No, Renji is still up. He's just, but Rizzy has got the height advantage there. He's going to take rocket fire. Watch out. He's trying to maintain that lock on Renji. He knows he's got the height advantage. There the cannons.
And you see,
Rizzy has changed
he switched to the minigun, and there's the success straight away. Still taking damage off a rib boat, I think it is.
Yeah, that rib boat machine gun, and that's why we saw it in earlier games. Not to as much success, but
look at him picking off these troopies. He's got to be careful on his turn.
Yeah, turning it on a dime though.
There's the rib. Oh, and here comes the rockets. Rib boat by Dirty Pope again.
Rib boat by Dirty Pope.
Wow.
Just taking the words out of my mouth at this point, Jono. Stay on board with him at this point now. He's going to maintain the defense. Going to have to watch out because here comes the APC in the form of Biohazard.
Has he seen the mines? No, but he's not going to go anywhere near them.
Not going to go anywhere near them. He's going to take some RPG fire from the roof. Pops his active protection in time. Taking a lot of fire. That's 3 rockets out. The next 3 will find home. There's 1. He's running. Oh my gosh, not in time. Didn't anticipate it. There's the Red Bunny in Schmitty for divided motion.
He's got to watch his back at the moment. They've got guys pushing in from 2 angles, but there's the support from the infantry.
There's the support from the infantry pushing in to take out that anti-armor squad.
The beach landing by Kootstronics and friends. Lovely play here from both teams.
Good assist, but he's going to have to watch out because Aperture Gaming are the wiser and have the height advantage on them now with Revolt.
Still have a bunch of chappies looking up on the roof, and it's going to slow the burn, but oh, there we go. The burn stops and starts swinging back in APG's favor. Look at that. The picks from Dirty Pope and Notion and Stats now just clearing up these DM guys. Will Biohazard try and bring the building down.
Yeah, with the numbers, oh my gosh, that is close quarters. He's going to have to watch out his Biohazard because Eddie's got right in there. He's reptooled half the damage and destroyed the rest of it with an RPG. That is a clutch move.
Yep. Oh, meanwhile the building comes down on APG.
Oh my gosh, that is Levolution.
Look at you could have and JT Rat. The ACWR is heating up very fast.
I wonder who's going to get the ball for that one, guys. On board now with you could have. A lot of laughter going on in the background here. The spectators are having a great time watching it. The ones that are here and gets in behind Dirty Pope as you could have. You'll be happy about that because Dirty Pope has been a force to be reckoned with, and a one lone alpha, Witch's Chaos remains.
Meanwhile, the tickets, Fats, heavily in APG's favour at the moment. Remember, of course, that DM need to win this by 72 tickets or more. So they have about 33 tickets to play with at the moment, Fats.
Jeez, it's close, but big plays from Aperture Gaming, and they have just, Dirty Pope has just been on form all weekend, even to the point where he nearly grenades himself.
Lovely stuff. We've seen a bit of that from APG this weekend, the unfortunate grenades, the bounce back s'mores, lots of stuff. I think Renji even TV'd himself in the attack chopper.
Meanwhile, Rizzy just turning that on a dime. He's going to have to be careful though, because he's taking a lot of fire. It's Rizzy for Divided Motion, the captain, flying that attack helo with the 7.62s. Wonder if he's spotting the mines. He might actually land on one at this point.
Wow. I think he did there, Fats.
Oh my
he
gosh,
actually clipped one of the mines there, and
might
his chopper went
goes down, but no ticket bled. There you go, the big cheer from Aperture Gaming when it goes down. They're starting to get the crowd behind them now too, and I'm sure Divided Motion are too. DM won't go down without a fight.
DM finally have the bleed on, Fats, but they really need to make this count. They're almost 100 tickets behind, and they need to win this by 72 tickets or more. So they literally have about 15 tickets to play with here.
And as we say that, here comes the big force of Divided Motion.
They're pushing it on Bravo flag. Away.
Pushing it on Bravo flag is Divided Motion. They know how important it is to grab this flag. They've got the bleed behind them. There you hear the big support of Aperture Gaming as I change. The GG has been called by its Rizzy.
Great play from APG.
Strong, oh my goodness gracious me. That is just massive defense from Aperture Gaming. And locked in the heels.
Yeah, very good map for them to take, Fats. They're going to carry a lot of momentum into the fourth map now.
2 tickets and 1 ticket. All they can do is draw now, and it looks like Alpha Flag is going to even be capped by Aperture Gaming. They're ending this one off on a complete cap out, or obviously spoke too soon, as I always do. Caster's Curse. Here comes the mentor for Divided Motion. They're going to keep fighting tooth and nail because it could go down to tickets at some point.
It could do, Fats. They also can use this as practice. Keep themselves warm. Make sure they go into the next round not so despondent. And make sure we have to keep talking for an extra 20-25 minutes or so.
At the very least, it's been an absolutely incredible showing
on
Hainan Resort.
Notion, is he going to get the kill here on Rizzy? It looks like it. Here it comes. And it's actually Ratty flying.
Yeah, excuse me, an RPG. He'd love an RPG with Notion there before going down. Very close range to the ACWR of you could have. Now on board with him, he goes down almost immediately, spinning the camera around. This one is, as we mentioned, going to go in favour of Aperture Gaming. They have performed incredibly well here on Hainan Resort, Sexy Johnny.
Yeah, they've really shut DM out. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out on Langkang Dam. Another little bird there, so lots of that. But the attack boat, the only place that we see it, Fats.
Yeah, there's attack boats that were introduced with Battlefield 4, have got Tiva guided missiles, another dimension of skill being happened in the anti-vehicle combat on that map. But you know what this also means? The victory of Hainan Resort, guys, means that Aperture have got a 2-1 advantage in terms of maps over Divided Motion. These are big moments, guys.
Yeah, we saw how effective as well APG were with just a rib boat backing up their little bird. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with an attack boat to back up.
These are very big moments, guys, and it's just been an absolutely incredible spectacle to shoutcast for us, and the spectators have definitely enjoyed it. You can say what you want about Battlefield 4 from an esports point of view. It's providing entertainment. We love shoutcasting it. The players love competing in it. Whether it's got bugs or not is another discussion for another day.
Yeah, and that's also all credit to the South African teams. They're dealing with a game that's not perfect, but they still make it this exciting. They're that close in terms of skill that it's still a massive battle. It's so fun to call. I'm hoping you guys are really loving watching. We're up to 163 viewers. Thank you, guys. Tell your mums, tell your dads, tell your friends, brothers, sisters, uncles. Get your cat a Twitch login. Let's get some viewers up here. Let's try take out the Counter-Strike guys. We only need another 3,900 or so, and we'll be taking out Counter-Strike in terms of views. So come on, let's get some support in here. Fatso's talked non-stop for 3 days, and I've backed him up. Come on guys, give us some help. Get some more people in our channel. Let's get some views up.
Yeah, we can definitely do with absolutely every single view, and we've been fortunate enough to have about 100 people on average at all times in this Twitch channel, and it's been an absolute pleasure shoutcasting with you guys, watching you guys, keeping the chat going. We've had a few people here, I'm not going to mention too many names, but guys like Godlike and Maya who have been here from 5 p.m. on Friday evening. They've watched every single game. The spectators, guys, really, from a shoutcaster's point of view, we are loving giving you guys a spectacle. As this one ticks away from Divided Motion, they do still have a 2-flag advantage, but it's not going to matter on this map, but it could matter later down the line. Things will go to tickets if we have to define the two teams by a thread, because things have had to go that way, as we saw in the group stages. Group B, the group that both these teams actually came from, went down to 3 teams having equal points and equal rounds. The admins had to take about an hour to count every ticket to see who was going to play who in the playoffs, Jono.
Thankfully the maths is very strong with the admins, and they came up with a very fair result. But Fats, this was considered the easy group. Both these teams came from what was considered the easy group. There wasn't really an easy one, but the easier group.
Yeah.
Both these teams in the final came from that group. So what we said in the beginning holds true. You could not have called this in advance.
Yeah, so guys, just to quickly check at the Twitch chat once more, the next map will be Langkang Dam. That will be going live shortly. It is only a pleasure, and yeah, it's just, I'm watching the Twitch chat light up. We've just gained another 10-15 viewers. Thanks very much, guys. We are going to be going to Langkang Dam. This one is still going to bleed away, but this means that Aperture Gaming have got a 2-1 flag advantage, and that also means that if they win Langkang Dam, they are DGC2014 champs. Just to remind you, the game that we didn't cast late last night was Aperture Gaming versus Bravado Gaming, and Aperture Gaming took that, Jono.
Yeah, in a very, very close battle. I think they won the deciding map by about 8 tickets in the end.
About as close as you would get it. Bravado, the defending champs of the Battlefield 3 tournament, did take a bar out, and all the best to them, man. They had an absolutely incredible run, and things are going to be different in the future, but well done to Anthrax, Scoper, and the rest of the Battlefield 4 Bravado players. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Shifty for all those C4 buggy kills, man. You made the entertainment levels on this channel went sky high with that C4.
But that is the map, guys, and I can confirm that all the teams are out here watching this final live. I'm Fatso.
I'm Sexy Johnny.
We're taking a short break. We'll be back with Langkang Dam after this short break. Do not go anywhere.
Damn.